So, you're looking for a Perodua Axia, but the Advance may be out of your price budget. So, we've got the next best option. Or rather, two next best option. To my right is the Axia Style, and to my left is the Axia SE. So stick around to find out which of these two suits your taste better. What up guys, Izzat from Allcars channel, and welcome back to another car review video. So as the intro suggested, we will be taking a look at the Axia SE and the Axia Style. Why? Well, both of these cars are actually priced at the same 37,515 ringgit. They were both launched in September 2019, and the Style was marketed as a micro SUV with slightly different dimensions. So the dimension difference would be an increase in length by 5mm, increase in width 5mm, and an increase in ride height by 15mm. To be honest, it's not really that much different. I mean, the additional ride height of 1.5 cm is, I don't know, I think it's a bit negligible. But yeah, no, let's not get ahead of ourselves and let's talk about these cars. So from the exterior, you can pretty much see a stark difference between the Axia Style and the Axia SE. I personally like the Style better because it has a more rugged look. Now, you see at the Axia SE, the front and rear skirtings actually have this red color lining around it, which looks nice. But as for the Axia Style, it only comes in this one color, which is orange, and plastic clad around the entire car. The headlamps, nothing much to say there. They are pretty much both using the same projector headlamps. And the other difference that you can see is actually the side mirrors, where the Axia SE actually has signal indicators, while the Axia Style actually doesn't have the indicators, but it has a black color cover instead. Now you can see the Axia SE sports a 14-inch rim, while the Axia Style sports a 15-inch rim. I personally like the 15-inch rim because it has less spokes, it looks a bit more cleaner and nicer to me. And then you look at the back of the car, you can see that the taillights are the same, just different colored. The Axia SE actually has standard red color tail lamps, while the Axia Style actually has clear tail lamps. And going down to the bumper, the Axia SE actually doesn't have any reflectors at the bottom there, while the Axia Style does. And to give the Style its more micro SUV look, you can see that there are roof rails on this little car. That's for the outside. Now let's jump onto the inside of the car. So on the inside, you can see there are actually major differences, to be honest. On the SE, you can see that there is this red color trimming around the aircon vents, as well as the center console here. For the Style, it uses a chrome instead of the red lining. So on the SE, you can see it's fabric seats with this little nice black tone to it. But on the Style, the seats have a different design, and it actually looks like denim with white or yellow stitching. I can't really see it, but it looks like cream stitching, which looks really nice, to be honest. Now looking at the door trims next, for the SE you get full trimmings, but along with some fabric finishes on the door trim. But for the SE, it's just the full trim, it's all plasticky from top to bottom. Alright, now let's talk about the biggest difference between the two that actually weighed in on my decision of which car I would prefer. It would be the head unit. Okay, because on the SE, you get a standard head unit with Bluetooth function. Both cars have 4 speakers, but in the Style, you only get a, I would say, radio, no Bluetooth, no auxiliary port, just a USB port. which means you are not able to connect to the sound system of this car via your phone. You have two choices: either put your songs in a USB drive and plug it in, or buy one of those car cigarette lighter chargers / FM adapters, which, to be honest, what's the point? I mean, the car looks great. I would have chosen the Style if it wasn't for that little thing there. Actually, if it wasn't for the Bluetooth, really that actually cost this car a lot of points. Okay, so for about quality of life things that you get, both cars have exactly the same thing. You've got keyless entry with push start. You have reverse parking sensors for both cars, but the SE has a higher up. It has front sensors and a rear view camera. To be honest, you don't really need it for a car this small, but hey, it's good to have, right? Then in terms of safety, these two cars have exactly the same amount of safety kit, which I will list on the screen right there. Okay, so talking about performance, it's pretty much the same engine. Both cars have the same engine as the Axia G Extra that we reviewed quite early in the year. So I'm going to leave the link up there for you to take a look at the G Extra about the specs of the engine. So it uses the exact same engine. Alright, so now let's go to how these two cars feel like. Personally, I feel like the Style is a bit more of a novelty. It looks good inside and out. It looks good. Practicality wise, they're about the same. You know, there's nothing much difference about them, except that you can actually put a container or, you know, above the Style, because thanks to the roof rails, and you can't really do that in the SE. Alright, when it comes to the driving feel, the G Extra, the SE, the Style, they're all exactly the same. So yep, you get pretty much good fuel consumption, like really good fuel consumption in the SE as well as the Style, same as the G Extra, right? Okay, so here's the $1 million question. Can the Style be actually considered a micro SUV? And personally, after driving the Style around for a week, I can't. It's still a compact to me. The Axia's body still feels like a compact to me, rather than a micro SUV, as you know, Perodua wants you to think. I mean, to be honest, on the inside cabin, it feels pretty much the same between the SE and the Style. So there is no difference, you know, aside from the color and a few of the accessories, as I mentioned before. So 3 things I like and 3 things I don't like between the two. Plus point on the Style: I really like the body kit that comes along with it. I really love the color. I love the rims. The exterior looks a bit more rugged. I love it. On the interior, the denim looking seats are actually very interesting to look at, and pretty much that's it, to be honest, on the inside here. The thing I didn't like is that the car didn't come with Bluetooth. That's a major draw point actually. Now, for the SE, why do I like the SE? Well, the red trimmings, I prefer the red trimmings over the chrome in the Style. I like that it came with Bluetooth. It was fantastic. It was a fantastic thing to have. And the outside, between the two, I picked the Style. Okay, between the two, I picked the Style. But the red color trimmings actually do look good on the SE. So who are these cars for? Well, I can say that these cars are meant for people who want an Axia but don't really have money to splurge on the Advance. So you can go for the next tier below it. So you can right now choose between looks, which the Style wins. In my personal opinion, the Style wins, or the SE, which when it comes to convenience, I would pick the SE just because of the Bluetooth function alone. Alright guys, so that's the end of the video. Personally, I like how the Style looks like, but because of the Bluetooth, that's the only factor I would have to go for the Axia SE. What do you guys think? Do share your thoughts in the comments below, which one you would pick.
If you like the video, do click that like button and share it out to people who might find it interesting. If you'd like to support us, do smash that subscription button and click that notification icon to be updated on our future videos. So again guys, this is Izzat from WapCar's channel, signing off. Take care everybody, stay safe.